I was popping about. Welcome to yet another trade recap. Today I learned a very valuable lesson that I will probably never trade FOMC again. I'm going to tell y'all why. So, historically, first of all, I am usually bred on FOMC. I'm not even going to lie. Today, I'm going to be completely honest. I forgot to check Forex Factory this morning and I did not know FOMC was today. Completely my fault, honestly. I tell myself I usually don't trade FOMC and didn't realize it was today. I was just careless, so really my fault. I deserve to be down on the day. But with that being said, though, let's get into the trades that I took, my bias and everything like that. Because in all honesty, I'm not mad at any trade I took today. I think every trade I took was pretty valid, and I'm pretty happy with all of them. In all honesty, coming into the day, y'all can see the market is. Let me lower my screen a little bit. Move over here. Actually, the market has been pretty bearish. We see we're in this downtrend. Obviously, we still have an unfilled hourly fair value gap down here. You can see we also have previous day low resting down here, and this clearly to me looks like a market maker sell model. Looking at the 4 hour, we pulled back from yesterday. Bearish reaction. Still would like to see a continuation, especially because we have this unfilled new week opening gap still. Why is this tripping? So we have the unfilled new week opening gap. I'm still expecting price to want to go lower. We didn't tap it yesterday. We left relative equal lows with it. So I'm going to be coming into the day with the same kind of narrative. Like, okay, I want to see sales here. I want to see where we are going to react from on price. And that is essentially all I waited for. So what do we get? Pull back into this 15-minute fair value gap here, or 5-minute fair value gap here. Now, the first mistake, well, with this trade, I will say this is the one trade that I think I could have done a little bit better with. Pull back into the 5-minute. However, I did not recognize there was an unfilled 15-minute above us here. This was the reason my first trade got stopped out. We had this unfilled 15-minute. My first entry came inside this unfilled 5-minute. Now, was I completely mad at it? No, because it was still in alignment with what I wanted to see. You can see price pull back into the 0.75, 0.786 area. And at this point, I'm just looking for shorts. We pull back into a 5-minute. I zoom into the 30-second. What do we get? 30-second change in state of delivery. We also had this inversion for value gap here. So this was my first short entry in alignment with the overall higher time frame. As you can see, stop loss at the highs. First PT is the relative equal low, which is resting at this unfilled hourly gap, as y'all can see. We have this unfilled hourly gap here that's also in alignment with 2 to 2.5 standard deviation. I want to see that go to get taken. We left it. And then we also have previous day low down here to possibly see a continuation running through. First trade, first L. Am I mad at it? No. Well, a little bit. We had the unfilled 15-minute. Obviously, that's why I did get stopped out. Y'all can see when you measure out equilibrium, though, price was balanced. So I wasn't completely against, or like, this isn't a completely bad trade. We did still tap equilibrium. We just had this premium for value gap that I disregarded, that I should have. So that's the one mistake I took with this trade. I ended up giving this 2 entries, I believe. My first one was there. Second one came right here. Actually, we ended up coming up. We tapped the 15-minute. Had an SMT at this high, which to me, everything looks right here. Let me delete this right quick. Everything looked right at this point. Tap the 15-minute. Look at the 30-second here. We got a very positive reaction. We formed an order block. Why is my keyboard tripping? We formed an order block here as well. And so it was entered on the tap back of this. And as y'all can see, ended up literally running straight to my stop loss. Am I mad at that? Not really. Why did I give this trade one last shot? Now, after this, I would have just gotten off. But I seen something that to me looked very good. SMT still in place. We also are, measure out standard deviation here. We're also now in 2 to 2.5, where you see prior we left 2 to 2.5 untapped, which I failed to recognize. Another little technical error. Does that make the trade completely horrible? Does that make the trade invalid? No. Could this have been an added, extra credit or, a dessert or something like that, whatever you want to call it? Yes. I recognize this, and I'm like, okay, we're still holding this 15-minute. We look at the overall external range here. Price is now balanced to OTE of this external range. You can see we're in OTE. Still respecting the 15-minute. SMT still in place. And we're getting triple doji candles. Now, if you know anything about the market, if you do any type of homework, anytime we have these doji wicks like this, that means, you know, majority of the time, especially when you're in a spot or an area of rejection, you will see price reverse. Once you see these weaker candles come, because this is basically price trying to push higher. You know, we're trying, you know, we're wicking up, but we're failing to, meaning we're probably going to get a reversal from here. What did I do? I measured out my standard deviation anchor from this little small range, and I waited for 0.75 to get tapped, and y'all can see I damn near top ticked this move. My fill was probably like, you know, with everything, my fill was probably like right here. Stop loss was at this low, or at this high, I mean, with the same exact targets. This was going to be a pretty big trade, not going to lie, and I was in profit for a decent amount of time, but as y'all can see, ended up coming back to stop me out. This trade I don't think was bad at all. We ended up inversing the 5 minute right after as well. So for me, everything is fine. I was gonna wait to go break even once we came to this 950 low. Did not get that. Am I mad about it? No, it's just unfortunate. I think, like I said, FOMC is today, so the market is not gonna be as volatile. The market's not gonna be as efficient in the morning, especially. Maybe later on we might come back down and do whatever we want to do, but you know, in the morning, this is just a primary reason as to why you don't trade it. You can see though, tap 2.5 still in the 15-minute SMT, standard deviation getting respected. Everything I wanted to see, honestly. 1 minute inversion, 2 minute inversion, 5 minute inversion. Everything was perfect for me for this trade. I think going forward though, I'm probably gonna stay away from the seconds time frame as well, just because those first two losses were kind of just like when you zoom into it, it's like, all right, the first one is okay, second one is okay as well. But I was looking at the seconds time frame, and I just felt like I had to like step back a little bit, which is why it was some time in between that and my last trade. But it was just like felt a little hectic. So I'm probably gonna also stay away from the seconds chart as well. But those are my main lessons from today. Honestly, just not trading FOMC no more, and gonna be a lot more selective when it comes to zooming into the seconds time frame. But am I mad at today? No. Did I still stick to my rules and my plan? Yes. That's all I can really ask for. Obviously, I did still make a couple of slight mistakes, but overall, though, I'm not mad at today at all. I think that the trades are pretty good, and I know that in the long run, these will end up working out, especially with, you know, the stacking the different confluences. Everything will be fine, so I'm not really tripping. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video, though. I will catch y'all in the next one. Hope you have a blessed rest of y'all day. Y'all be safe. Y'all are going to continue to trade. I'm not. I'm probably stay off till tomorrow, but yeah, have a blessed rest of your day, though. Peace out. Before I end the video, actually, I'm going to add the live recording to the end of this video. I'm going to just add like a sped up version so y'all can kind of see. I was literally sitting in this trade for, at least for the last trade, because I ended up messing up my screen recording for the first two. My P&L was cropped out, so it kind of like messed up, and like half the screen was also like moved to the side. I did not realize on OBS, so I wasn't able to actually fix it to the last one. But I'm going to add that to the end of this clip so I can kind of see just how I managed it, where my entry was. I believe I got the entry on video, and all that good stuff. And y'all can see I was late in this trade for, what time frame is this? I entered right on this candle at 9:59. I didn't get stopped out until 10:23, 24. So 24 minutes, damn near 25 minutes in this trade. Very long, very boring, very annoying, but it happens though. I'm gonna add it to the end. Y'all can see it. Yeah, have a blessed rest of your day. Peace out.